What is up guys, Wraec here with a new video, and today I want to talk about a topic that might just help you get some extra rankings and extra rewards in Dream Realm. To give you this wonderful suit here, for example. Oh, you can't really see it there. There it is. Full Dream Realm clothing, kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool. But beyond that, also of course Temporal Essence. And the way you will do this, or you can do this, is really by looking at your Mythic Charms once again. And the thing is, it seems so obvious, but I personally have to say, the way I approached Mythic Charms is I went in there, I got all my Mythic Charms, and I went for the recommended ones first, which are mostly okay. If you don't know about Mythic Charms, let me give you like 10 seconds of an explanation. You earn them by doing Dur's Trial, and in Dur's Trial eventually you will get to the Mythic stages, to the Mythic Charm stages that will reward you with those, and there are a bunch of them. I think at least 10 different ones, and each of them has two specific stats on them, like HP energy on hit, and there's maybe one with HP vitality and so on, so you can do a little bit of a build there. And the way the game wants you to do it is, it says, okay, there are two with this thumbs up thing, and those are the recommended ones. And whenever you get a recommended charm, the game will prompt you to equip those. So in this way, the game today prompted me to equip the HP energy on hit charm, which makes sense that it's not a bad charm. It is like actually a pretty good one. Energy on hit means the more your hero gets hit, the more energy he gets. So like energy on hit, if it's buffed, you get just more energy when you're being hit. So you more ultimate skills in the end. And for Fresto, you guys have all seen it. Whenever he does an ultimate skill, he recovers HP, a ton of HP actually. So this charm makes him super tanky by giving him a ton of HP and a ton of means to recover it. The thing for Dream Realm though is Dream Realm has kind of gotten to a point, no, those are AFK stages, Dream Realm, where the rankings are pretty close together. So it's not that far apart. And in normal realm it is still okay. Normal rankings, it's like 3 million to place 1, okay. And the people around me, well, still reasonably close, 37.9. So just 600k more, I could get up one ranking. And then basically again, so it's not too much really. But if we go to the district rankings, it becomes way more pushed together. Like in the 37 million realm, like 4 people already, which is insane. So like minimal increases in damage now play a very big role. And that actually gives you an option to really min-max your damage and to get those extra rings. And that is to disregard the recommendations of the game and really go for a bit more damage, because this is no damage. This HP energy on hit is kind of bad. And for damage we have multiple options on those heroes. There are a lot of offensive ones. We have some with attack, HP attack is for example one that I don't have, attack crit. Or you go for an ultimate power one, attack ultimate strength, the blast charm. We can for example equip this one, and then of course you have multiple slots, you can do different things. I don't even have it for the other one, that is quite bad. But attack speed is alright. You can go for skill power, this is often damage, or attack crit. Let's take some crit with us, even though I'm more of a fan of ultimate power on most heroes. For the most part, turns out it's actually quite nice damage. On this one, haste is always damage. If you have some extra haste, that's never bad. The vitality, fist death, crit resist stuff, that is obviously not that good. And you can't really do all of that when you are at a point where you basically struggle to survive. In that situation it is always quite bad. So now we have a bunch of extra damage on this hero. And I didn't save it. Let me fix it. So I'll fix that quickly. And this is something that you can do. It's of course not worth on every single hero. In this fight, however, we for example have Talene. On Talene I also went a similar way. On Talene the recommended charms that you have are HP ultimate strength, which is these, no, that's not the recommended charm, it's HP Vitality that is the recommended charm, and we have energy on hit ultimate strength. I like ultimate strength on her, it's pretty good. What I don't really think, I thought energy on hit, well, the thing is, yeah, of course it's nice when she gets hit that you get some energy. You're kind of thinking at the moment like, okay, in a fight, when she gets 2 or 3 hits, she might get to her ult faster, which is the case, and in that situation it is kind of cool. But what I thought was, well, if she gets hit after, gets some energy, that would actually reduce her damage, because she has extra damage that is dependent on her not having energy. So I thought, okay, well, more HP gives her more room to actually lose HP, which in turn buffs her extra damage, so I went for that. Ultimate strength on her is just a very big buff, and there aren't too many with that. So thinking about and a little bit outside the box of those recommended charms can really buff your damage, and you should take in account secondary damage dealers as well. If you go in Dream Realm, we check out our team, not every hero in there is usable to be a damage dealer. For example, Coco in that sense wouldn't deal too much damage. Smoke here isn't worth upgrading in terms of damage. He does deal damage, but with his ult, and that has a different scaling. Skalita, of course, should have proper charms, so let us make sure of that, and then we can go into some fights and see if we can improve a little bit. One thing to note, however, you are kind of dependent on RNG still. If you crit, if you get proper hits, that's the thing. Healing and haste is what she has there. Or for this one, it's attack and execution. Execution, difficult stat for boss fights. It's only active when the boss is below 50% HP. In Endless Mode, we won't really see that. So both of those kind of difficult in that regard. Don't really offer us too much damage. So they are, well, not really optimal choices for Dream Realm. So what I then do if I'm not sure about like the charm that I really want, I check out what ultimate power does first. So it's like in this one here we have level 2, it's 220%, so we have about a 10, not even a 10%, 9% increase to damage, which is pretty decent, it's not too bad. I already checked, there is no real super valuable increase that would rectify our going for skill power, so we kind of disregard that. And on her, it doesn't give us too many options really, because the ultimate power charms aren't really too great. We have the recommended ones, healing, haste, attack, execution. There is an execution ultimate strength, that would only be ultimate strength though. We have HP ultimate strength, not really that nice. HP engine, of course, useless. Attack skill power would definitely only take that for attack. Attack life drain is an option if we wanted to be a little bit more on the heal side. Fist is the defensive one, that's a defensive one, and that's only HP attack. So we really don't have a super good one here. Attack life drain is pretty cool. I would honestly probably go for one of those, from one of the attack life drain ones. And then on this one, honestly, I would take the HP. The reason is that we don't really get to execution. If we would get to execution, okay, but without that, I'm not sure. Well, we can still go for it, let's take it. Is there one where we have a bad selection of items? So we have the same one here. Let's equip it, and on the last one, are we so lucky that we have this one here? So let's take the life drain one on the first one. So now we have some life drain on her as well. We have some life drain, we have some we have some ultimate power, so that is another bit of damage increase. And now let's check out if we can go into Dream Realm and maybe get a better score. We will want one fight in completion, and then I will show you the damage results of 5 more. That is basically the team that I use with Fresto in there. Eventually what I definitely have to do is upgrade Fresto. We want to have that Supreme Plus, maybe get the weapon 2 plus 20, get a little bit of extra damage, because we are now so closely pushed together by that resonance level limitation mitigation. I made a video about that if you want to check it out. It's a bit of a discussion. There was a very lively discussion in the comments about that, about resonance level mitigation. And if you want to engage in that, if you want to discuss it a little bit, feel free to do so. I'm quite happy that the video was very popular and was discussed a lot. So that's pretty cool. On Lone Gaze, we have to say there is a little bit more RNG involved, meaning we could get one shot at any given point. So already over the 37 mil mark. 37.891, I think that is at least one extra rank in the district realm. I think we saw that. No, we don't share it right now. Let's check it out. So we are still on place 7 here, went to 22 on this one. And I guess with a bit of extra RNG we can see it. I will show you damage results of like 4 more fights. Let's do that. Okay, this one was quite unfortunate. We got some really bad hits into there. Big damage from Skalita though, I have to say. And she died rather early, so that's pretty interesting. Let's look at another one. And there we actually have a new record, going to 38.63 top 4. No changes, just back-to-back fights here, so pretty insane. pretty big damage there by Fresto. Like, on this fight, it's quite insane how much Fresto and Scalita really do. Talene is good, but Fresto, ever since they changed the display and all of that, honestly some really good damage. I just have to say again, I have to upgrade this guy to Supreme Plus. That's pretty important. I think for now we leave it at that, and then later on I will do some more fights. It's important to do all of the fights. You can really see how it changes the server ranking. So final ranking now, we are place 4 here. Beat out Mega Fungi as well, which is pretty good. And on the district ranking, we are place 17. Not too bad, I would say, given how lazy I was on the resonance level, pushing and all of that. I'm pretty happy with that. Could probably still beat this guy. That's just 100 mil in between. But for now, we launched ourselves in the top rewards. So on that, pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Final words on that. Make sure you check out your Mythic Charms, check out all of that. The distance is not small enough that it really plays a role. It's really rather important. And you can get some extra rankings out of that. And hopefully this will help you get some more temporal essence, even though I feel like it's such an obvious thing to do, but the game really directs you into another direction, into equipping those recommended charms. Would also be nice, of course, if in the future, or when in the future, we get those presets of teams where we can really set up everything, and if there is something similar to Mythic Charms, because Mythic Charms, of course, they are a seasonal mechanic. Maybe next season there will be something similar, and if we set this up for every single team and can go a little bit more into detail, because this, of course, keep in mind, this is no survivability, basically. It's not aimed towards survivability, and in a regular game mode, in AFK stage or something, you will want the survivability. So there you will want a different team, and switching those around is a bit annoying. But then again, I'd rather get good ranks in Dream Realm. So with that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.